Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for subscribing or at least coming to my site, POA Reform, on YouTube. Lesson number 1 that I'm referring to in my introductory statement, where I'm wearing the cowboy hat, is intended to give you an advantage when you go and do anything associated with your POA. If you're having a problem with your POA, one of the things that you really want to do first is request from them the books and records of the association. There is a procedure for doing this in the Texas State Constitution and Texas statutes. All of these are available on the internet, and I will show you how to get to them. Whenever you're talking to the POA and requesting information, make sure you are recording it with a device such as this. This is a GoPro Hero that I bought from a friend and golfing buddy for $100 because he just never got around to using it. I find it extremely useful. So if you're talking to the POA, any person in the POA, or their management company, you would want to record that conversation so that when you present your case, if it has to go to court, you have documented evidence that you have followed the procedures that are in state law under the Texas Residential Property Owners Protection Act, which is Chapter 209.005, .005 being the section. There are smaller cameras like this, and I would suggest that if you use a camera such as this, that you turn off the little blinking device that shows that you are recording and the little beeping sound that shows you are recording. There is a way to do that on this machine that I have used. And like when you go to the Justice Court, Precinct number 1, which is Judge Wayne Mack, you will read first the court rules, which says you will address him as Your Honor or Judge Mack. One of the other rules says specifically, electronic recording devices are not permitted. And I will show you that document and how where you can find it. Judge Mack's local rules, which they are allowed to publish, his rules are the only ones of the 5 or 6 precincts in Montgomery County that specifically forbid the use of electronic recording devices. I didn't have this when I went to Judge Mack's bench trial, which is another item I'll send a lesson on how you approach Judge Mack with any complaint that you may have. This is my weapon of choice. It's got a 32 gigabyte chip in it, about the size of my fingernail. And it can hold a good, long presentation. I suggest that you get one. Now there are smaller spy cameras, if you want to call it a spy camera. And I will show you in future episodes exactly how it is useful if you go to court. You'll see that I'm wearing a shirt that I wore before the Point Aquarius Board of Directors meeting when it was Meet the Candidates night. I actually ran for a position on the Board of Directors. The bird here is a bird of prey, and to me it represents not freedom and justice, but it's an attorney who is getting ready to pounce on another unsuspecting client. The first thing he will ask you for is a retainer. Don't do it. If it's a reasonable retainer, and you trust that attorney implicitly, maybe. I made the mistake of doing that, trusting an attorney, but and that'll be another lesson that I record in future episodes. For now, I'm going to sign off so that I can post this to my YouTube channel, which you need to subscribe to if you have anything to do with a POA. Our POA has been through 2 treasurers recently. You need to read the laws regarding the POA treasurer. The POA is a nonprofit organization who hires for-profit attorneys and for-profit management companies to run all aspects of POA, which includes elections, all accounting functions. That's where the bite comes. And I'll leave you with that and hope it piques your curiosity.